Today's video is a trade deadline rewind. We're going back to the 2015 trade deadline where the New York Rangers acquired Keith Yandel from the Arizona Coyotes. So in 2015, the Rangers were trying to get back to the Stanley Cup Finals. They had just lost in 5 games to the Los Angeles Kings the previous year in 2014. To get back there, they acquired Keith Yandel from the Arizona Coyotes for Anthony Duclair, John Moore, a 2015 second-round pick, a 2016 first-round pick. They got Yandle, Chris Summers, and a 2016 fourth-round pick. Now, 5 years afterwards, has that trade panned out for either the Rangers or the Coyotes? Is either team a winner 5 years after they made that trade? Well, not really. It's not to say that any team lost, but it's also not to say that any team won. For the Rangers, they acquired Keith Yandel for a reason. They wanted a puck-moving defenseman to put on their second pair and a guy that could put up points in the blue line. Yandel did exactly that for the 2 years that he was there. In the playoffs, he put up 12 playoff points in 24 playoff games. So, good enough, but they couldn't keep him. They knew that, they tried, but they didn't have any cap space when they acquired him, and they certainly didn't have any cap space when they went to go re-sign him. So, sure enough, he left in the free agency and signed a lucrative deal with the Florida Panthers. So they lost there. They got the player they wanted, and that player did what he was supposed to do. So that's kind of a win, but also kind of a loss because he didn't actually win them a Stanley Cup, which is what they were trying to do. For the Arizona Coyotes, the big piece that they were getting in that trade was Anthony Duclair. Him and Max Domi were supposed to link up like they did for Team Canada and absolutely dominate. Maybe not dominate, that's maybe a little dramatic. They were supposed to be very good. That was supposed to be their top line scoring offensive threat. That didn't happen. He had one good year where he put up 40-some-odd points for the Arizona Coyotes, but after that, it just kind of melted away until he was finally shipped from the Coyotes to Chicago, from Chicago to Columbus, Columbus to Ottawa, where he is now, and he had a pretty darn good season. The Coyotes did manage to get Jakob Chychrun with that first-round pick in 2016, who's a pretty good player, top 4, maybe second pair defenseman, okay guy. But losing Yandel, which they probably were going to lose anyways, you're not getting like for like with Jakob Chychrun and with Keith Yandel. So in that regards, they won, but the big piece out of that trade was Duclair, which they lost. So both teams won, but they also lost. So, there's no hot take here. There's no kind of they won because of this. There's no clear winner in this trade. They both kind of lost, and they both kind of won. So, good job, guys. If you liked this video, watch all the other ones.
It's about as good as it gets.
Ah! Boom.
Off.